Okay, I was playing the PTS yesterday, and towards the end of my stream, I decided to make a shotgun build using the talent Capitulate with the exotic shotgun known as the Overlord. And when you look at this thumbnail, when I say which one is better, one is severely lacking, well, that's a pretty loaded analysis and assumption, right? Let me explain. Because one of these work very well in PvP, assuming that what my theory is in my mind goes with what will actually happen in game, and one of them can work really good in PvP as well. But let me just read this exotic talent for the Overlord. It's called Capitulate. Hitting an enemy will apply a stack of negative 2% movement speed for each pellet hit for 5 seconds. Shooting again will reapply the stacks. And here are their weapon stats and mods: 15% crit damage, 15% reload speed, and 20% weapon stability. Now, this is the only thing that it has, and I'm thinking that in PvP, this is really good because movement speed is a huge factor, especially when it comes to rogue agents running away, players getting the jump on you, players catching up to you, you slowing players down in the heat of battle. It's just a really good thing. And when you think of it, look at it. It says hitting an enemy will apply negative 2% movement speed for each pellet. So how many pellets does a shotgun have in Division 2? 8. So that's 16% maximum movement speed that you will capitulate and slow the enemy down with. That's pretty significant, that in and of itself. Now, this doesn't have any damage attributes on it aside from the crit you'll put on it or whatever other damage bonuses you'll apply from your build, but the talent itself doesn't have any damage bonuses applied to it, like the Sweet Dreams, where you melee an enemy that's a red bar or purple bar. Anybody that's not an elite, they'll die instantly. It doesn't do anything for you in terms of damage, but shotgun builds or shotguns in general are very strong, so it really doesn't need it. But when I was playing with this in PvE, it didn't do anything to the NPCs except slow them down, and the result was very underwhelming. I don't have a problem with NPCs in PvE when it comes to speed. The only ones that really affect you are the suicide bombers that run at you real fast. You either get them before they get to you, or they're going to blow up right in front of your face, and you don't even know they're there until it's too late. So I shot a 𝐤𝐭 with this. 𝐤𝐭s are already slow, so there's no point in really shooting a 𝐤𝐭 with it. I don't know. But this brings me to my point, and also something that a lot of people were complaining about. They were saying that why are they adding all these new gear and weapons to the game when there are certain items and gear and weapons that need to be addressed that just sit in the stash and are not used at all. And when I thought about this talent called Capitulate, where you slow down an enemy, I thought about the Sacrum Imperium. And I actually forgot about how to activate that talent where you slow enemies down. It's like you have to first zoom in, then kill somebody, and once you kill them, then you set them on fire, then they slow down. It's like a whole list of things that you have to go through in order to just slow an enemy down. And I think that you guys should have addressed that before even bringing the Overlord shotgun in the game, that actually just you shooting an enemy will slow them down immediately. But I think that this will be effective in PvP. You can use a crit shotgun build, but in PvE it's like subpar. I mean, shotgun builds in PvE are not really that significant unless you're using Hunter's Fury or something like that. You could use this with Hunter's Fury, but I think that's just overkill. I mean, slowing enemies down, disorienting them, getting your armor and your health back, that's overkill. It's gonna be too easy, right? I mean, I don't know. I'm complaining on the side of something that will benefit me, but whatever. I'm just saying, for PvP, I think this is going to be really good, especially for like a rogue hunter build where you know how rogue agents always running away as soon as they're the last one alive, and they run around until their teammates come out. Get a full team of rogue hunters to have the shotgun. That'll be shut down in no time. And this is also to counter the new Acostus knee pads that give enemies 20% maximum speed. So I think this is a great shotgun in general. It's just tailored for specific playstyle. Now the other shotgun, on the other hand, with the brazen talent, that is something to look at, because this right here is giving you amplified damage along with the power of shotguns in general. So like if you read it, you receive 1% amplified damage on the next shot with a weapon for each pellet that this target hits, if at least 4 pellets. So this doesn't work if you do not hit the enemy with 4 pellets at least. I tested this out in the gun range. I aimed my shotgun a little bit to the right, And I made sure I didn't hit him with 4 pellets. You didn't see the talent pop up. So you have to be kind of accurate with this. Not really, but once you hit the enemies with this, it's going to deal significant damage, because what amplified damage does, it amplifies the overall damage that you have on your build. So let's say you have Vigilance on your backpack or Obliterate on a chest piece. Anything that says adds damage or adds a percentage to damage to your build is what this is referring to. So it's going to amplify that by 8% or less, depending on how many pellets you have. Now, this doesn't have a cooldown. Neither does the Capitulate talent. So you could continually slow enemies down. You can continually get this amplified damage with your shotgun. And I think that both of them are actually good, but one of them is lacking in PvE as opposed to PvP. Now, the Brazen can be used in both. And it's a named shotgun. This was on the Super 90. It was on the 𝒉𝒆𝒑. So you can actually have a named Brazen talent on whichever playstyle you like when it comes to shotguns in regards to fire rate. I didn't use Brazen that long. I used it a little bit in the Legendary when the shotgunners were running towards me, and I just felt the power immediately. And that was in a Legendary mission, as opposed to when I read the Capitulate talent, Overlord shotgun, in the Heroic mission. And the build that I had with Brazen was a rifle build. It wasn't even catered towards shotguns or crit, really, honestly. So just imagine if I made the same type of crit build that I made with the Overlord shotgun with the Brazen talent. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I just thought about this idea and I wanted to talk about it. That's pretty much it. That's all I want to talk about in this video. Let me know what you think about this down below in the comment section. Which shotgun do you prefer? Which talent? Brazen or Capitulate? I appreciate you stopping by and watching to the end. Like the video if you liked it. And also subscribe to my channel if you're new here. I'll see you in the next one. Be right out.